Hey, first of all, the first question should be, it's an Eddie Curry sighting.
Hey, we out here. We out here.
Eddie Curry sighting.
I told you he was going to eat.
Great call.
Coach, week one we saw Eddie Curry come in, had a tough go. You guys started off.
You been watching the whole time?
Yes, you had a tough go. Amari Stoudemire came out, you know what I'm saying, looked a little crazy, but we haven't seen Eddie. We haven't seen you since then. You come back out and start. What was the decision to get him back out there to contribute to the championship?
I think Eddie did consistent. You know, he's been quiet. I haven't played in 3 games. Never said nothing. I know he's been working. He's been coming. Yeah, always have practice. You know, game before the game, the day before the game. He's been working hard, and you can see it in his eyes. And yesterday, I went and shot some free throws with him, and I just feel like he deserved this moment, and I gave it to him.
We loved every bit of it.
I know.
Every bit of it. Every bit of it.
Nobody else has
And
any
basically,
questions?
to touch on that, basically, we haven't been playing, but last minute change right before the game. Our coach made the call to start him, and it was the best call for us. So we got up to a good start. We showed the ball hawks something different that they never seen, and it worked to our benefit. So hats off to coach and hats off to Eddie for being ready to play at all times.
Eddie, what did you see out there? What made you so effective?
It was just my style of game. You know, I had a traditional big guarding me, and the guys did a great job of getting me the ball spaced out. I was able to get down there and work and get a rhythm, and it just worked out for me tonight.
Second round.
For any of you guys, how would you describe the competitiveness in the Big Three, and do you think it's grown in the short time the league's been active?
It's grown. I believe this is the first year. It's definitely grown. The best thing about it, the competition is getting better because you're bringing guys like Frank Nitti, Eddie Curry, Gilbert Arenas, Joe Johnson. That speaks for itself. You know, when you got these type of guys coming to play, guys that really love the game, guys who the NBA probably turned their back on, but Q and Jeff is giving us an opportunity to play on a high level on a big stage again. Guys are loving it and taking it serious. So the league is definitely going in the right direction.
For you having been here, oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, go ahead.
For you having been here since the start, what would you say for you has been the biggest benefit or your favorite part of playing in the Big Three?
Just being able to compete. I think in the NBA, a big part of being in the NBA was to be able to build bonds with your brothers and break bread with them over the time during the season. Where every weekend we got an opportunity to be together, like it was in the NBA, to go out to eat, to hang out, and that's the big part. We love to compete against each other, but being able to break bread, talk about memories, and have the same camaraderie we had when we played in the NBA, I think that's a big part of the Big Three as well.
Franklin, a lot of trash talk with you last week. You came out today, 17, 10, 4, balling, doing what you do. What was the motivating factor? Was it the trash talk? Was it just, you know, getting with your teammates and talking about some things?
It was all of it, all of it. I don't take nothing lightly, but I don't forget anything. So I knew I was gonna make whoever we played this week pay for last week. So that's why I went out there and did it.
Second round.
Steven, what's your approach to putting a team together?
This year, my whole thought was we needed playmakers, but we needed more guys that can handle. You know, I think that was last year. Last 2 years we didn't have any playmakers. Am I right, Oak? We didn't have any playmakers with Chauncey being out. I'm more of a scorer, not a playmaker. Having CJ and having Frank is something we've been missing. And also we have a big that can score now in Eddie. So I think we just wanted to add everything to our team has been hurting us the previous years. And as you see, it's starting to come together.
Some of the guys were saying that first year, it was kind of a let's all get our friends together, and that's changed. Like how exactly?
You know, I can speak for us, the Killer Threes. We never drafted on friendships. We are me and Oak. Y'all know how Oak played. Y'all know how I played. We want to win. So we went to the kennel and drafted a whole bunch of dogs, guys that are going to compete, guys that's going to fight to win. And that's what our team is made of. And the only way our team can be made up of that is because it resembles our coach, that hard-nosed play. And that's the type of team we want.
Over here.
Steve,
Over here, sorry.
Oh, over here. Yeah.
Frank, you were playing in Drew League yesterday, and then you come out today and ball out again. What do you have going for you, man? You not feeling any fatigue or anything?
I don't think about it. I'm coming to just play the game I love, man. And don't nothing ache, don't nothing hurt. So as long as I can get on that court and win games, man, that's all I really care about. So I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off.
Every week, he does this every week.
Stat. You said earlier in the season that you you put your team together, you got a bunch of guys nobody wanted, and you guys are really successful. You guys are arguably the best team in this league right now. With the NBA, guys are moving around playing with people that they like as friends or people they feel they can win with. Do you think that's going to be a good thing for the league moving forward, or do you think it might backfire with players making all the decisions?
Well, for me, I don't like it because they already don't compete like we used to. So now the fact that you got your friends on your team, you know, it kind of makes it, okay, I'm more concerned about playing with my friend than winning games. I'm more concerned about being buddy-buddy than competing. You know, me personally, I didn't want to play with none of my friends in the NBA. We hang out in the summertime. But now, instead of just hanging out, they working out together. So now they know each other moves. So like, they doing a whole bunch of stuff that's weird to me. And I don't care if they play together, because it's, you know, you have you guys you want to play with, but just compete. Make the game fun. Don't play buddy-buddy ball. We see a lot of that. I let you score, you let me score. There's a lot of that going on. If they can get back to the old style of competing and just want to dominate their guy, I would love that. But it's too much of a buddy-buddy ball in the NBA right now.
Stephen, this is a Thunder-related question since we're in Oklahoma City. Before Oak even sat down, he was asking us about if we wanted to talk about Russell Westbrook and Paul George. You're a guy who competed against those Thunder teams when they were coming up. Even though they were very successful, what do you think kept them from winning a championship and getting to that championship level?
Well, me personally, I was on the San Antonio team when we went up 2-0 in the Western Conference Finals, and they came back and beat us 4-0. And I think they did a bad job of catering to Serge Ibaka, which I love Serge Ibaka and Nick Collison, when they could have kept James around that time. You know, they was concerned about keeping the wrong people. Now it's coming to bite them in the butt. But so they had the perfect opportunity to keep those three guys together. I just don't think, well, they tried to bring with Sam Presti coming here, they tried to bring the San Antonio style here. And they tried to make it with two bigs, and you don't have two bigs. You have three of the best guards to play the game, and they didn't know that at the time. So it's going to be a rebuilding process for them, but the best side for the OKC fans, y'all got a great group of young guys in those trades. A great group of young guys that definitely can be the future. But y'all lost Russ. Oh my God. Y'all lost a triple-double, a walking triple-double. I don't know how that's going to happen. Right here.
Steve, you mentioned a minute ago that players don't compete what they used to compete. Well, how could the league go about changing that?
Well, I mean, it's kind of, it's good and bad, because I love the fact that players control everything. Shout out LeBron. He's the reason why all this is going on. I love the players get to control where they play and all of it. But at the same time, we as fans want to see guys compete. And it's not even close. We compete way more here in Big 3 than the NBA games. I'm sorry, I played them. And I've watched the last couple of years. It has a lot to do with the rules. Our rules are different. You know, our rules are way more physical. But if you play the game, you can see, you know, it ain't about hard fouls. It ain't about fouling. It's just about taking the challenge. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. How many guys play defense like Patrick Beverly in the NBA? That's sad that none of y'all can't do it. And this is the NBA we're talking about, right? So if we had more guys that care like Patrick Beverly, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Any more Big 3 related questions, guys? Before we let them go? Guys? Big 3?
Sorry. Fast forward to 5 years from now, where do you see the Big 3?
Hopefully it's bigger and better.
Like how many teams, how many players?
I think that where the team's at is cool. You know what I'm saying? But you can never, anytime it's building and it's growing, you know, in the right way, I'm all for it. So I can't predict. One thing I can't predict is going to be how it's going to be in 5 years. I won't be here playing. I might be assistant coaching with Oak or something, but I definitely won't be playing in 5 years.
Are you going to hang it up?
I'm building for the future. I said this first game, we building for the future. We got these young guys right here that can carry the torch.
You guys sit in third place right now behind, well, I mean, I guess everyone's tied up with one loss.
Yeah, but just correct yourself. We tied for first. We tied for first. Tied for first. Work too hard now, don't do that. You know you our people, don't do that now.
So you guys tied for first with Power and Triplets. Did you guys get a chance to check out that game yesterday and kind of see how Power was able to find the weakness in the Triplets who hadn't had a loss until yesterday?
Honestly,
it ain't no weakness.
Yeah.
It ain't no weakness. It's just you got to compete in these games. Like, guys are talented. Like, I don't think Power had a better score on the court than Joe Johnson. They just competed. You know,
but they
would you agree that they have a little bit more balance?
they have a deeper team.
I was just gonna say they kind of made Joe work a little bit. Joe wasn't out there just going, and then he had to play both ways, and it's hard to do that. Being a two-way player that I am, I know how hard it is to go score on somebody and then go get a stop. So I think with that kind of slowed him down a little bit.
You make it look kind of easy because you're everywhere. Everywhere. Like you have a touch on almost every possession of the game, which is impressive.
I just try to go out there and play hard. I know those long rebounds, everybody gonna be slower than I am to get to. So those I try to get and clean up and see if we can make a play off those. But I'm also younger and lighter than probably everybody in this league. So I'm only 30, 185 pounds. I can move pretty quick.
And hungry.
Hungry as heck.
Last question here up front.
So y'all take your first loss last week. How does it feel to get back in the win column?
We said that before we even got in the locker room. We feel sorry for who we play next week. We know we let that game get away from us. You know, I wasn't feeling well, and the team tried to pick us up, and we played a little bit too late and gave them that game. Shouts out to Trilogy though. They played a great game, probably their best game of the season. But we had to bounce back, and that was our only focus. We wasn't losing this game, especially to a team that didn't have no wins.
We don't get everybody tough game.
Yeah.
Everybody's.